Good evening, and I should have charged my battery a little sooner, so I'm just gonna do a little bit. Look at that sunset. My goodness, and you know what? Look at that fountain. The fountain is going. The fountain deep and wide. Wow. And just taking the moment. Good evening, everyone. Hey, anybody see something different? Look at that. Yeah, had a haircut. First one since March 21st. But, hey, hair today and gone tomorrow, they say. But just another beautiful evening. And I do say beautiful. Just trying to figure out what I wanted to share today. Sometimes it's good if I sit down for a while and give it some thought. But then again, walking from Pine Tree Court, 13 condos, all owned by the people living there. I moved middle of September, end of September, and what a lovely place to be. What a lovely place to live. What a lovely place to go back home to. Yes, absolutely. And it is just a wonderful place for my time in life right now. Yep, it's a little different right now. Monday, 2 years, and I know I've shared it many times, and I probably will till the day I die. I remember my dad dying 1984 in June, my mother 1991, my father-in-law 2003, and my mother-in-law 2010. And then, heaven forbid, I never thought, my wife Judy dying in 2018, May 18th. So, but you know, life is good. I know she's absolutely glorifying her beloved Jesus, and that's awesome. And you know, when I look at the fountain that's flowing, you know, the song, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide, deep and wide, deep and wide. Wow. I'm just trying to think of the melody, but the words are awesome. And, you know, I'm going to take this Victoria Day weekend off. Well, I have no speaking engagements. I'm not going to go to Salem on Monday. And so I'll be just absolutely doing what I generally, what I really feel like doing. But it's, I'm going to write. I'm going to podcast, who knows. And as I said before, my battery is, I should say my iPhone battery is getting to that point where I may have to shut down any time. But hey, John Swatsky, welcome. John Nelson, welcome. Boss Warsaw, welcome. And others. Just wanted to say that I'm you know, going on with Clay Young tomorrow morning at CJOB at 6:45, talking about seeding, harvesting, and seeding, and moving on from there. And what I normally do is I send out a few tweets in Twitter. I ask my follower friends to respond, and boy did they respond this evening. I don't know how many responses I've already had, and I'm more than able to share again, sharing with a lot of knowledge, not knowledge that I have necessarily gained all myself. No, it was knowledge that I've picked up from my farmer friends right across Western Canada. And it's just an awesome method. You know, I use Twitter. I think I've said this on a number of occasions, that Twitter the agriculture community, farmers and supply people, they absolutely probably use Twitter more productively than any other segment. And I guess because I'm involved in it. Yeah, we got politics, we have all kinds of stuff that's going on, sports, but at the same time, you know, it's an interesting time that we're facing. Here we thought we were easing restrictions on the health restrictions somewhat, and Brian Pallister goes and puts another 200 to 300 people and says, you know what, arrest them. If you see anybody misusing and not abiding by the law, arrest them. And then he encourages all the other neighbors, if you see somebody do it, tattle, absolutely tattle. And why? We're not sure. I'm not sure. And then he appoints David McLaughlin as the head of the government, gives him all kinds of authority and power. And David, obviously, probably a good person. I'm not criticizing his person. I'm just criticizing his thoughts and ideas of what he's done in the past. We're going to see carbon tax. We're going to see. So here's hoping that won't happen. But I'm not holding my breath either. Well, I guess I better keep walking. It's a lovely evening. And once again, as I said before, the battery on my iPhone, although it's pretty good, if it was my 6 Plus or 4 Plus, it would long be dead. And now, of course, I'll just keep going, but I need to save it before the battery dies. So that's what I'm going to do now. You know what? Once again, way back there, there's the sunset. I just look at the green grass, just absolutely wonderful. The fountain is flowing deep and wide. Absolutely. So you have yourself a great weekend, a great evening. I'm hoping to be back here tomorrow, depending on weather, depending on some other things. But, I'm trying to do this on a fairly regular basis so that you can look for me here in the evening in the Bethel Heritage Park. Have yourself a great day, great evening. Love that family. If you have a family to love, by all means, reach out and take care. That's Harry Siemens with Siemens Says. Somewhere, sometime, somehow, I'll see you again.